All right, welcome back to TriYou. That's TriYou.com, where we don't give a shit or a fuck what you had for dinner. I am drinking coffee, so that's kind of hypocritical, I suppose, on this video. I'm in my third cup of the day, so I'm feeling all right. And it's Stefana's. I think she likes it when she goes and buys the coffee and I drink it all.
Yeah.
She doesn't say that she loves that, but I'm getting the feeling that she buys it and she likes it when I just fucking drink it all. We're on the wake of the Super Bowl, so I thought we would do what we have on TriYou. Other than creating your top 10 in movies, books, and music, you can create any auxiliary list, and I always do 10 just to keep it consistent, but you can do any number you like. And I was going to talk about our favorite sports movies, and I made this list a while ago, and I'm not real happy with it. So I'd have to change it. I think I could redo it, but I'll just amend it for now, and maybe I'll redo it at a certain point. But I'll go through really quick here of what I listed as my 10 favorites, and again, I'm going to change this. I do like all of them on here, but I'll start. Number 10 is White Men Can't Jump. Number 9 is Moneyball. Number 8 is I'm going to leave on here. It's Paul Giamatti. Not a really well-known movie as far as I know. It's called Win-Win. I saw it when I was visiting New York City on a movie poster, so I ended up watching it, but I won't go into it too much. The Fighter is 7. 6 is Ali. I thought that was a really well done biopic. Probably in my top 10 biopics. I'd have to go back and check. Number 5 is Bull Durham. I really liked that as a kid. Number 4 is another one that I don't think should be as high on this list now that I'm looking at it, but I saw it in the theater with my dad. I was into baseball, I think it is a pretty well-crafted film. I just haven't seen it while I was 8 Men Out. Number 3, I still love, is Hoosiers. It's very popular. Number 2 is as much for posterity and nostalgia as anything. I love this. I mean, wore the VHS of this out. Major League. I mean, my favorite part still is just a real little part, probably when Charlie Sheen asks Tom Berenger's character about his ex-wife's new boyfriend. You're sitting in that restaurant. It's like, let me drag him out of here, beat the shit out of him. When I was a kid, I thought that was one of the greatest lines in any movie ever. And number 1 is not even a question for me. It could have been number 1 on my top 10 had I not used another Scorsese Taxi Driver. This is Raging Bull, and I think I could almost think if somebody doesn't have that in their top 10 sports movies of all time, I don't need to hear anything else they have to say.
No, that's number 1 for me as well.
Do
you think Major League would be as high for you if you didn't grow up in Ohio and playing baseball, since it's about Cleveland?
No, and I don't think it'd be as high if I didn't watch it when I was like 10 years old, 12 years old.
That's because now looking back on this, and we'll talk about ones honorable mentions or ones we totally forgot about when we did these here in a minute. But number 10 for me, I have Rudy. Number 9, Field of Dreams. Number 8, The Natural. Number 7, The Sandlot, which I watched with my dad when I was real young playing baseball. Actually, all of those movies, Field of Dreams, Natural, and Sandlot. Number 6, I have Miracle, which I've watched with my daughter recently, and I'm not a hockey fan, but that movie, Kurt Russell, was a great movie. Number 5, I have Rocky. Number 4, Bad News Bears. 3, Major League. 2, Caddyshack, and 1, Raging Bull.
Yeah, 1, you can't go wrong. You said Bad News Bears, and that'll bring us to the next thing. That's one I should have definitely. I mean, there's no way I should have left that off. That's another one about that time. We just wore out the one part. I mean, the little part, just like Major League. You know, he's got a Harley Davidson. That turned you on.
Yeah.
But there's lines like "Lupus, you booger eating spat, you make me want to puke."
It's such a great movie.
I was surprised to see that in a list of Tarantino's favorite films. That one really, although he was probably of the age what we were about Major League when that came out, so it probably just really stuck with him. But it's great. I mean, that guy's drinking he's allowed to have a can of Budweiser while he's coaching, but he's got to pour his whiskey into the
Bud. Yeah, Boilermaker style. I love it.
I left out Slapshot, which should be in my top 3.
Yeah, Slapshot for me is another one my dad turned me on to when I was really young, and it's just hilarious.
It's great.
Paul Newman. What can you say?
I've watched Slapshot within the month, and it holds up. Stefana had never seen it, and she really liked it. I think she was hesitant going in. You know, she said, "Well, as much as I love hockey, I really like this movie." And that's how I am, though. I'm not a hockey fan, really. I don't dislike it. I don't watch it, but it's a great film. Any Given Sunday is Oliver Stone.
What a cast too in that. Pacino, Jamie Foxx. It's killer.
Yeah, it's a really good sports movie. Semi-pro just for the laughs. I think Will Ferrell and Woody Harrelson do a really good job for a sports comedy. It makes me
I can't believe I left White Men Can't Jump off of my list.
Oh, that was one
and then
for
you had, because I had a
for me.
VHS tape. I wore that out on. It had that and Apocalypse Now and Boys in the Hood all in one VHS tape. And
Apocalypse Now and Boys, they're both two good ones. White Men Can't Jump doesn't even hardly seem to fit, but I remember back then it didn't.
Yeah,
just whatever you taped.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I would start taping. When I started taping Cinemax porn over all the movies I liked. Good thing I don't mess with VHS too much anymore. I'd probably be pretty upset about that. I don't think any Cinemax porn would do much for me now, but
another one I mentioned that I would maybe think about putting on my list. I know you said no bowling. Is Kingpin.
Oh.
Just because Woody Harrelson and Bill Murray, and it's hilarious.
Well, if you put bowling, Big Lebowski could be number 1 for me.
Yeah, well, that's my number 2 in my top 10. So
I don't know why I didn't put bowling. I just didn't consider it. I guess I thought
game, not a sport.
Yeah, I guess, and I don't know why I left it out, but yeah, more or less that.
I'm really into golf, and I only have Caddyshack in mind, and it's funny, but there's a couple golf movies that I really like that I'm just gonna have to make a second.
What's that? I'm failing to come up with any golf movies.
Oh, there's one called Tin Cup.
Oh, that's Kevin Costner.
That's okay. It has Cheech Marin in it, and he's funny, and it's just a fun movie.
Legend of Bagger Vance.
That one's really good with Matt Damon and Will Smith.
Is it good?
Yeah,
I've never seen it.
It's a post World War II down in the South in Georgia, and it has a good character development, and I think it's cool.
I imagine a lot of people would include Happy Gilmore.
Oh yeah,
people love that. I'm not terribly into it. I liked it as a younger, and I didn't consider it for mine. But you saying golf movies made me think of that. That is there's some I'm missing. The thing is, you can go back and there's an option to comment on any auxiliary list with a list, so you can comment on your own list. So I added Bad News Bears, Any Given Sunday, Semi-Pro, and Slapshot. And I'm sure there's others I'm missing as we speak.
Yeah, we got a comment. How did we leave out Remember the Titans from one of the
Marcus.
users?
Yeah, I like that one. I didn't really consider it, but I haven't seen it in such a long time.
Any Given Sunday, I would put way ahead of that.
I would too. It's just better crafted.
As far as football movies go.
Yeah, well, if you consider too filmmaking and not just the story, Oliver Stone's gonna, do a good job in everything. I think. There's some other movies, fighting movies. There's an MMA movie that I'd have to look up, and I would probably consider. It's shit. I can't remember the title, so I shouldn't be talking about it. But
as far as boxing movies go, you have the Russell Crowe. Cinderella Man.
Yeah, I like that one. I think Ron
that was
Howard
pretty
directed.
good.
It wasn't bad, was it?
No, definitely nothing like Raging Bull. And then Rocky for me was a phenomenon growing up.
Yeah, for hard-ons, Rocky 3. I mean, just even the cover. They don't throw a jab, that whole punch. Or that's the whole movie. There's not a jab, it's all haymakers.
You get Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, Thunderlips, the ultimate male.
Yeah.
But if you want to watch a movie where they just throw haymakers from one side of the ring to the other, and I think we should probably have a challenge at some point. Try to watch that movie and not get a hard on at least every 10 minutes. But we should probably leave it up there.
Yeah, get on TriYou, see your top.
Yeah.
Let's see your top 10 list.
Yeah, add some sports movies. Show us what we did wrong. See ya.